EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike check 33. 33. Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, check Mike 33. Check.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Wait. Check 33. 33. Check pass. Check pass. Hey, check Mike 33.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Able to find his running back, Geis. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
The 38-yard line.
Now a run with Geis. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, Winston. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Geis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 20.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Check back, check back. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 2nd down and 4, Winston dancing to his left. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Right check 33. 33.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Intended.
His first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Right check 33.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been... And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Browns nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And the Browns first
So
down.
in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Browns nothing.
From the 39, Mayfield. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and short.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
The tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Cleveland.
First down throw for Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham.
Mayfield.
A gain of 6 there on first.
To Odell Beckham.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made by Jesse.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Parkey on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Parkey is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
10 yards on the pick.
He went in route there from the slot for the completion.
I love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Mark check 33. 33. I'm scared. Wait, Timothy. Check mark 33. Check mark 33. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A first down throw for Winston. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
On the keeper.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Check line 33. Check line 33. Easy, easy, easy. Check three. Check three.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Check 33. 33. Not today, you are. 30. Hey, check line 33. Check line 33. Let's go, D. Mike, check 33.
Winston now to throw on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Yard line.
From the red zone now, Winston. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. From the gun, Winston. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Jameis again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, Geis. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. the ground. Geis. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Caleb Chason. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And it's
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Throwing, Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, Winston. He gets it in the hands of Geis. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Mike, check 33. 33. Come on, baby. Free, privacy.
Jameis to throw it. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18.
Brought down.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On the play.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Taken down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Watts, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper.
Mayfield's
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target.
Mayfield's pass.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Short yardage, Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again they run, again it's Geis. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Winston. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. First down, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
35-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Out of the gun, Geis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Mike check 33. 33.
Now Winston. Caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Winston here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Mike check 33. 33. Come on. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Here's Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. To the air again with Winston. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield now. He'll find Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
To
DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Let's go, D. Right, check 33.
Winston to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They go play action. Winston. And he's going to go down again. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Jacksonville, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Jackson. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got Bennett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jackson will throw again. Steps away to his left. And the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Caught left side, hit him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That was Brian Dawkins getting in that time. The safety with a sack. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Jackson now. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. It's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now this time Murray to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DK Metcalf, 32 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Justin Tucker set to kick.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Bush. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Sanders.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And an interception in the end zone for Deion Sanders. That takes me back to, I believe, his last game at Florida State, a Sugar Bowl game against Auburn. The last play of the game, he switched assignments to make sure he was on the top receiver for Auburn and picked off the pass to end the game in the end zone in the Sugar Bowl. Deion Sanders.
So much knowledge in that mind. What a great career Deion Sanders had. 8-time Pro Bowler.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run here with Bo. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Jackson.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
49er first down.
Murray now on first down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy to the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's going to keep it here. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
And it's third down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 15-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14. Falcons 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st down.
To throw, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot. I'm glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. And going deep for Hill. Now across her bodies here, and it's intercepted. Jackson picks it. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Bennett. That catch good for only a couple.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 32 on the play. Again, Jackson. Left side completion to Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 49ers, 32.
They go play action with Jackson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season. And this is going to be intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem.
This is intercepted. turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Deion Sanders, the former Falcon, with it.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The 19-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Eluding the pressure right. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. Control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he shot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now look at him go. The 20, 10,
we got
touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 66 yards. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt